Hello everybody, I'm Devin Barnes and I'm here with you to provide my Auter profile. For the Auter profile, I chose to watch films by the Waynas Brothers, Marlon and Sean. The two brothers are in the film together and they are also starring. The Waynas Brothers have done a lot of films and television shows together which actually became really pretty successful. The first film I decided to watch was Little Man. Now Little Man was previewed back in 2006 starring the two brothers. This movie is about a young newlywed couple who is struggling to have their first baby. But also in the movie, there's another main story, and that's a midget criminal on the run for stealing jewelry. Now the jewelry ended up in the newlywed's possession, causing the criminal to have to pose as a baby to get access into the house. So he was put on the doorstep in a baby carriage and he was left on the doorstep. This was a good idea for the criminals because I feel like they knew, well, I don't feel like, I know they knew that they were looking for a baby. Actually, no, they didn't know. They were just, ooh, a baby. It was a surprise to the newlyweds. So the criminal really didn't know that they were wanting a baby. He just had to get access into the house. So that's how that went down. I found that the style of this film is very laid back and humorous. They provide the jokes and the cursing and the everything that we like in a movie. I identified this by the explicit language that the movie is providing throughout the whole film. Now, one thing that I also noticed in this movie that's also in the other Waynas Brother movies, that there's consistent editing, because I feel like in every movie that they make, there's always this character that's not really how they're built. Talking about body-wise. Like in this movie, Little Man, he was a baby and he's obviously not the size of a baby. So it takes editing like that. Yeah. For the second film, I decided to watch White Chicks. Now this is also a PG-13 comedy movie previewed back in 2004. So I should have started off with this film first because it was made before Little Man. But anyway, this film is about two FBI agents that are also brothers and they unintentionally foil a drug bust. In result of foiling the drug bust, the two were forced to be punished by having to escort the two socialite sisters to the Hamptons. And unfortunately, the socialites realized that they are part of some scam or some scheme that nothing good for them. So they decided not to show. So it was up to the two FBI agents, the two brothers, to have to pose, and disguise themselves as the two sisters, socialites, that were going to the Hamptons. So they were forced to pose as them. So that's how you get the title White Chicks, because they have to basically act like white chicks. Now I see similar style and structure in this film that I noticed in the first film. This film does not fall in the kid-friendly category, why it is PG-13. It just doesn't. The style is still laid back. You still have the cracking the jokes, the cursing, the inappropriate jokes that we all like, and that's why it keeps us entertained and it keeps the viewers watching. I believe the Waynas Brothers are very unique in their own way because they're very creative in their work. Because I feel like in today's society, if we made a movie like White Chicks today, I feel like it wouldn't be as big as it was, because today's society, we're really more sensitive about certain topics that I feel like we shouldn't be that sensitive about. I like how we were able to kind of make jokes about it, but still kind of keep it respectful. And so other people might have gotten offended, but I feel like it's all about the content and what the point is really about. I don't feel like they're just really downgrading white chicks or white women. I feel like they're just trying to make a funny movie. I also believe this is why it was so big at that time in 2004, because back in the 2000s, we were more laid back and versus now, I feel like every little thing causes an uproar with the world because we all have our viewpoints, and I feel like we're more entitled to our opinion and we force that more. But yeah, absolutely.